Hey, it's me, Subete, and today I'm doing a deck profile for you guys. It is my Nouvelle Vague deck, Nouvelle Vague, Nouvelle Vague, and this is probably my only Kagero deck. I could have gone for Blade Masters, I could have gone for Overlord, but those are quite expensive. The Nouvelle deck, I saw it online, I was like, wow, maybe I should play Nouvelle because it is a normal unit, a grade 4 normal unit. Nouvelle is not a stride, it's a grade 4 normal unit, it's not a grade 4 G unit, so it's like, you know, it's very interesting. I want to try a deck that has a grade 4 in it rather than Arc Saver Dragon or Messianic Lord Blaster. So that's why I go for the Nouvelle deck. And what Nouvelle really does best, or only does best, is notify triggers during attack or during draft check. So if your opponent is at 5 damage and they declare no guard, well, you win. It doesn't matter if your opponent draft damage check or heal, because that trigger is notified by Nouvelle Vague. So without further ado, let us start with the deck profile. For our Forerunner, we will be playing Conroe. Conroe has been restricted and banned for a very long time. Conroe was banned because of Nouvelle Vague or Nouvelle Vague. The skill of Conroe is Forerunner. Yeah, it's just basically Forerunner. And second skill is Act Ability, Rear Guard Circle, Counterblast 1, put this unit, retire this unit, search your deck for a unit, for a Kagero that is grade 1 or less, and add it to your hand. Reveal and add it to your hand. So he can toolbox for a lot of Kagero grade 1 and below. You can toolbox for a heal trigger so that you can use that heal trigger as cost for Deny Griffin, or you can search for, like, let's say Gatling Claw to burn early, to burn their Forerunner early, or you can search for like Nouvelle Roman to you know, get your Douglas out and get your grade 3 out and stuff. And because of that, this guy got banned. It just raised that consistency of Nouvelle deck back in like 2014, or was it 13? Around there. It was so consistent with the deck, it was restricted all the way until like last year. Yeah, last year they unrestricted. It was restricted for like 2 years. So yeah, but now it's unrestricted and we are free to play Conroe. So Conroe as our Forerunner. As for our trigger lineup, we'll be playing 4 draws. Any draws actually. Draws is there for your hand size, because in Nouvelle deck you don't really get hand. You don't plus at all. You don't really plus anything in the Nouvelle deck. Unlike like Dragonic Blade Master, where you have skills that helps you with burning and drawing. Overlords give you the Quintet Drive, so there's a lot of pluses, but Nouvelle, there's no pluses at all, so we're gonna play draws. Any draws, I only have one Gatling Claw, why not? It can be searched out by Conroe anyway, so the rest are just draws that goes into the soul. Choose a unit plus 3k power. So that's 4 draws. The next triggers is just full out crits. You want to take the opportunity to kill your opponent as fast as possible, so crits for days. 4 vanilla crits, doesn't matter. Next we're playing this crit. This crit is from the GBT 13 along with the Blade Master support. The skill of this guy is auto ability, Rear Guard Circle, Generation Break 1, retire this unit. When this unit when a unit is burned or retired, the same column as this unit, you may pay the cost of retiring himself. You may retire another unit, the same column as this unit. So this crit can really push for a lot of burning, a lot of retiring. So let's say you deny your Griffin some if you deny your Griffin like a unit, same column as this unit, you can retire himself to burn another one. So you're essentially, you have burned a whole column, and that is actually very nice, a good skill to have, because you will never know that that one column that you just burned could be very important or very essential. Like take for example Neo Nectar. If they just a stand trigger from that power column, you're basically dead. So this critical trigger, 4 of them, and of course we have to play heal. Positive Draco Kit. I do not have the recent what was that? The heal that where you counter charge and soul charge when you pay the cost as G Guardian. I did not have that. I could not get that, so I stuck with positive Draco Kit. But if you have that Dragon Dancer heal, well, go for that. One Tar. Tar is very how would you say, funny. It's also is more of a tech copy in this deck. Tar, the skill is egg ability once per turn, generation bait 1. Choose one of your unit, it gets 4k, counter +1, soul +1, and it also get a skill Vanguard or Rearguard ability. When this unit attack, look at the top 5 of your deck, choose one grade 3 and above among them and reveal it and add it to your hand. So this guy helps you plus it, well, not plus because you're getting grade 3 and grade 4, but the reason why we play this is because this is to filter out your deck, first of all, and it can help you search out for your Dauntless Drive and your Nouvelle Varg from your deck. So if you are on Dauntless Drive, you can use this guy to counter blast, soul blast, and hope for a Nouvelle Varg. Or you can, when you're on a restanding Vanguard, since the auto ability is not once per turn, you can do it twice. So if you attack the first time, look top 5, you saw maybe Dauntless Drive, you add it to your hand, or maybe you saw Nouvelle Varg, you add it to your hand. Then your Vanguard restands, attack again, you can do it again, look top 5 again, because it's the auto ability that Tar gives is not once per turn. This was comboed with Overlord during the Overlord Kai Legend deck, and it can be done too for Nouvelle Varg. So one tech copy of Tar. Next, 2 Ballogs. Ballogs is pretty good actually. I really like this card. The skill is auto ability, generation break 1. When this unit is placed onto the Guardian Circle, choose one of your Vanguard, and it gets when the attack of your opponent does not hit your Vanguard. At the end of the battle, let me rephrase that. At the end of the battle that your opponent unit does not hit your own Vanguard, you may choose one of your opponent's rest unit and retire it. So if you guard with him, along with some other guardians or something, and that attack and you successfully guarded, you can retire a rest unit, and that is actually very good skill to have, because you will never know that rest unit could be an essential card for your opponent. It also controls your opponent board, it just burns, it retires and stuff. So it's very nice to have Bellog in here for more burning pressure. So yeah, next we'll be playing this kit. In this deck there's not a lot of counter blasting, but let me tell you one thing for sure, you will face counter blast problems. So we're gonna play this guy. This guy's skill is when your opponent unit has been retired due to your own effect, you may pay the cost by putting this guy into your soul. If you do, counter charge 2. So this guy just helps you with your counter charging. He's your counter charging engine, and yeah, that's really about it, because in Nouvelle there's not a lot of ways to counter charge, so you have to depend on this guy. Next out of grade 1s, Nouvelle Roman. Nouvelle Roman skill is when this unit is placed onto the Vanguard or Rearguard circle, choose a Transcendence Dragon Nouvelle Vague from your hand and reveal it to your opponent and put it at the top of your deck. Search your deck for a grade 3 and above card, grade 3 and above Kagero, and reveal to your opponent and put it to your hand. So what this guy, it combos with Conroll to you know, to get your consistency out, because you will never know when you first top draw 5 and mulligan and top draw 5, maybe you don't have your Dotless Drive, so, and you have your Nouvelle Vague or Vague in your hand, so you can use this guy to return your Vague and to exchange for grade 3 to have a healthy ride. And yeah, that's really about it. This is what this guy usually do. But because of this guy with the Conroll, the consistency of the healthy ride is always there. Conroll was banned, and yeah, that's the reason, you know. That's the small reason. But who cares anymore? Next we'll be playing Flare Trooper Damjit as our perfect guard. Flare Trooper Damjit skill is he has a blaze ability, and yeah, it perfect guards. Second skill is just perfect guard. And the third skill, which is the more important one, continuous on Guardian Circle GB1. If you have another Flare Trooper Damjit in your drop zone, this guy get 15k shield. So he can be used as a 15k shield if you have another copy of him in your drop zone, or you can use him as a perfect guard. So that's a very nifty skill to have. If you decide not to perfect guard, you can just use him as a 15k shield. So yeah, very nice to have. For our grade 2s, we'll be playing what's his name again? I forgot his name. Wait, but now no, that's not. Oh, I forgot his name. Wow, what a player I am. This guy's skill is auto ability, generation break 1. When your grade 4 and above Vanguard attacks, you may counter blast 1. If you do, choose a grade 2 and below card on your opponent's grade 2 and below unit and burn it. So what's funny is because of the way the skill works, the way the skill is written, I mean, you can actually it actually goes off. This skill goes off when you're on your Nouvelle Vague, because Nouvelle Vague, because Nouvelle Vague is a grade 4 Vanguard, and because it says when your grade 4 Vanguard attacks, yeah, you can just use his skill and burn. So you don't have to be on your G unit every single time. You can just be on your Nouvelle Vague or Nouvelle Vague to burn. So yeah, that's why we're playing him. This is for the burning pressure. You can just burn and burn and burn, clear your opponent's field, and yeah, that's really what this guy does. Oh, I remember his name now. Berserk Lord Dragon. There we go. Berserk Lord Dragon. Wow. Next, we'll be playing Bellicosity. Bellicosity skill is when this unit hits, counter charge 1. No, hits a Vanguard, counter charge 1. Yeah, you have to hit the Vanguard, not hit anything. If it hit anything, this guy wouldn't be a single rare, he will be like a triple rare. So yeah, this guy is it's like one of your few cards that helps you with counter charging. Counter blast is not, you might think there's not a lot of counter blast so far, because you know, counter blast 1, but before you know it, you're going to counter blast 1 like in 2 times in a turn, and that's like counter blast 2. That's a lot of counter blasting, you know. So to control that, we have that grade 1 and we have Bellicosity, so there you go. And it's also the Vanguard ability also, so you can, you know, do early counter charging. Next, you are playing Nouvelle Critique. Nouvelle Critique skill is when this unit is placed onto the Vanguard or Rearguard circle, you may counterblast one and reveal a Nouvelle Vague from your hand to your opponent. If you do, retire a unit. Retire your opponent's unit. Yeah. So this is for the early burn, the early retire thing, or you can just call him out to counterblast reveal and burn something that is very important for your opponent. Like let's say your opponent skill makes you call one from your hand, you can just call this, activate skill, counterblast one, reveal Nouvelle Vague, burn a unit before they can even attack. So that's a very nifty skill to have, very nice. But please do not call this. Actually, you can, yeah. I don't forget what I just said. I thought of something very stupid, but it is stupid. So Nouvelle Critique. This set of grade 3, you will be playing Dockless Drive Dragon. This is a break right. Dockless Drive Dragon skill is when you break right onto this unit, plus 10k, and at the end of the battle that your unit, that your Vanguard attacks, you may discard 3, stand this unit again. So and drive -1. Is it? Is that how it works? Let me rephrase that. When a Kagero right onto this unit, that unit plus 10k, and against the Vanguard skill, when after the battle that your Vanguard attacked, you may discard 3 cards from your hand. If you do, stand it again. So yeah, and this is once per turn. Yeah, it's like a once per turn skill. So yeah, that's how Dockless Drive works. It's a break right that makes you restand. So it is, how will you say? It's not like Dragonic Overlord, the break right. Dragonic Overlord, the break right, you have to attack the rear guard, but this guy you can just attack anything. So very good to have. It combos quite well with Nouvelle Vague, because Nouvelle Vague nullifies triggers. It restricts guarding with grade 0, so you attack once, stand again, attack twice. So it's gonna like exhaust their hand. They have to no guard. If they no guard, triggers are nullified. So it's a very good unit to combo with Nouvelle Vague. The other skill is just generic, you know, when this unit attacks plus 2k and Lord. So that's really about it. And of course, what is a Nouvelle deck without Nouvelle Vague himself? Nouvelle Vague skill is egg ability, limit break 4, counter blast 3, soul blast 3, persona blast, which is discard another copy of himself from your hand, burn your opponent's entire field except the Vanguard. So that is a very heavy cost. It's only worth it when your opponent has a full field. It's just not worth it, so let's ignore that. The second skill is continuous. Continuous. When this unit attack, your opponent's triggers are nullified. Yeah, so when Nouvelle Vague is attacking, that like the text says, your opponent triggers are nullified. So if they get draw trigger, they could not draw. If they get stand trigger, they could not stand. If they get heal trigger, they could not heal. So this is a very nice, a very nifty skill to have. So yeah, the third skill is when this unit attack, your opponent cannot use grade 0s from their hand to the gardens. Could not throw grade 0s from the garden, from the hand to the garden circle. I could not read. I can't read at all actually. It's all in Japanese. So yeah, it's just guard restriction. Your opponent cannot use grade 0 to guard when he's attacking. So yeah, and the fourth skill is on rear guard circle, it gets minus 1k. So on Vanguard it's a 13k base, on rear guard is a 12k base. So it's still good enough. We're playing for Nouvelle Vague. Now for our G zone. let's start off with G Guardians first. 2 Abdul Salam. Abdul Salam is a pretty nice card, to have. Skill is when this unit is placed onto the Guardian Circle, you may counterblast 1. If you do, no, let me rephrase that. When your Vanguard is being attacked by your opponent's Vanguard, so it's a Vanguard to Vanguard battle, you can't use this guy. You can't use his skill when it's opponent's rearguard to your Vanguard or your opponent's Vanguard to your rearguard. So his skill can only be used during the Vanguard to Vanguard battle. So yeah, that's the only restriction. But if you do counterblast 1, this unit gets 10k shield for each of your opponent's open rearguard circle. So this is a very nice skill to have. Given that we have a lot of burning units in our deck, the chances of your opponent having like an open rearguard is really high, and a single counterblast is very cheap to have. It's a very high shield to withstand. If your opponent like is on Gurgut, for example, the GR Gurgut, which is like super high power, you can throw down 1 Abdul Salam, counterblast. Actually, that's not a very good scenario to say, because if your opponent is on GR Gurgut, the whole field will be the field will be messed up. So yeah, that's not a good scenario. But still, yeah, it's still a nice G Guardian to have. I'm playing 2 copies of him. Next, the Griffin. You know that if you're a Kagero player and you don't know the Griffin, please get out. SLR, it's a bad card, don't play him, but I play him because I do not have other slots left, so yeah. Next, we are playing 3 Nouvelle Vague. It's a very funny number because the skill of Nouvelle Vague L Express is ability once per turn, GB2, counterblast, flip another copy of Nouvelle Vague L Express face up. If you do, this unit gets when this unit attack, your opponent cannot use grade 1 and above. No, cannot use grade 1 only from their hand to the Guardian Circle. And if your opponent is on 5 damage and above, all their triggers are nullified. So yeah, that's basically Nouvelle Vague evolved into G unit, except that instead of cannot guard with grade 0, this guy cannot guard with grade 1. So there you go. I'm playing 3, 1 as a flip fodder, because you know, why not? You don't really need to play 4 of them. You only need to play like 2, because when you're striding onto Nouvelle Vague L Express, it's basically your final turn already. Next, we're playing Ziegenberg, Flare Arm Ziegenberg. Ziegenberg's skill is auto ability Blaze. He has a Blaze ability, and egg ability Soul Blast 1, G Flip another Ziegenberg. Choose an opponent unit and retire it. So it just Soul Blast 1 and Persona Flip to burn. And the auto ability once per turn, GB3, counterblast 1 and discard as many cards from your hand as your opponent's rearguard. So you discard the amount of your opponent's rearguard when you're using this skill. So if your opponent have 2 rearguards on their field, you discard 2. If your opponent has no rearguard, you discard none. So the cost will be just counterblast 1. After the battle that this unit attack, if you were blazing or something like that, you stand this unit, drive -2. Alright, so yeah, I could not read. So what this skill is, when you attack him, triple drive, and at the end of the battle, you counterblast 1, discard as many cards as your opponent rearguard, stand this guy, and you get drive -2, so you attack again with 1 drive. So that's Ziegenberg. It's a withstanding Vanguard, so that's already a selling point. And I'm playing 3 of them because, you know, You just want to keep restanding and keep killing them as much as possible. And from here on out, it's just up to you. This is just a lot of spares here, a lot of slots left. I just throw them in because why not? Because most of the time you'll be striding for Ziegenberg for your striding turn to attack and stand, attack, attack and then stand and then attack again for that restanding pressure. The rest are not really needed anymore. These are just spares. I have a Seal Dragon in here, bloody hell. And I have this guy. This guy is, you can play this guy actually. This guy could be your first stride, the first unit to stride on for the GB3 or GB2 or whatever. Skill is a blaze. It has a blazing ability. Egg ability, once per turn, counter blast 1, G flip any unit. And at the end of the turn, this guy gets the skill. When this unit is blazing, draw 1 and retire one of your opponent's rearguard. So very simple. Is your basic Kagero thing. It has to be on blazing though to draw and retire. So yeah, it's a very good first strike to have if you know you can blaze during your turn. If not, you can play Vortex Desire. If you think you're not going to blaze, you can play Vortex Desire instead. The skill of this guy is when this unit attacks, G flip any unit. If you do, until the end of turn, he gets the skill. When this unit attack hits, retire for every flame dragon on your Vanguard circle, retire your opponent's grade 2 or below rearguard. So yeah, it's just burn. Not much to say about him. Most Kagero players know what Vortex Desire does, and yeah, that's really about it. The rest are spares, where you can try out on your own. You can put you can't put that in. You can't put Draconic Overlord the Ace. You can put other stuff in there to experiment. This is what I go with right now because I'm a budget player. I don't want to spend. I don't really spend, I don't buy rarities. The only rarities I will spend on is Yasue, and that's really about it. And speaking of that's really about it, that's all it is to the deck profile. That's all. Yeah, Nouvelle Varg deck. So what do you think of the deck profile? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Leave your comments down below. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe if you enjoy this video, and I will be back for more deck profile for you guys, so do stay tuned. New videos every Saturday, and I will see you guys next time.